You guys are in for a treat. So Jesper and I decided to do the 12 days of Christmas, so this is one of those episodes. I hope you enjoy it. Just an FYI, these were not edited in any fashion. They have the original audio, all the gross stuff in them, and when I say gross, I mean, you know, the clicks and the static and all that stuff. So I hope you can listen to them. We're going to try episode 1, and then when Jesper joins the show, and then just a bunch of different odd and end episodes that we really enjoyed recording over the time. You may hear different voices from different people that used to be on the show, and et cetera, et cetera. All right, guys, enjoy the 12 days of the gig economy / GR Rideshare Adventure podcast. Peace. Hey guys, welcome to GR Rideshare Adventures. We're super excited you guys are here tonight. We are giving away our 4 $25 Amazon gift cards. We have the OGs here. We have Benjamin, producer Ben. We got him.
Hey, I'm at the soundboard. I'll chime in.
Yeah, we don't have a camera on him. We're working on that. We've got Nick, and we got, hey, pay attention.
How's it going?
And we got Jesper.
Hello.
How is everyone doing tonight?
Not too bad.
Gosh, if you guys should have seen this in here about 5 minutes ago, we're running around with our chicken with our heads cut off. I almost said something else. So yeah, all 4 of us are here tonight, and yes, we're giving away 4 $25 gift cards every like 20 or 30 minutes, I think. Ben said the first one's going to be at 9:20. You got to be a comment on our live stream, and you'll be entered. Ben has a randomizer, and yeah.
So Rhodes is saying that there's a lot of distortion.
Okay.
Is that on the sound rope? What are you talking about?
I don't know. I can't do anything. Ben's the producer, so we're just going to keep on keeping on, and hopefully Ben can fix it. As soon as he gets time to see those comments, we'll just go with it. So, yep, 20 minutes, 9:20. We'll be giving that away. Also, we are giving away a free T-shirt if you give us a review on iTunes. I know everyone doesn't have an iTunes phone, an Android phone. Well, lose my number if you don't. And download iTunes on your PC or whatever, and definitely give us a review, and we'll give you a free T-shirt. So, the last 2 weeks, I think we all have driven in the last 2 weeks. This is a first.
Yep.
The only stories I really have are Friday night being so super slippery. What about you guys?
I've only done airport rides, and that was it. Nothing,
That's it?
Nothing exciting.
Okay, you're out.
Yep.
You're done. Jesper?
So I ended up not going out Friday, even though
That's right.
I should have.
But what about the week before?
No, I wasn't out the week before. Maybe one day. I don't know.
Bruce
But I was
story.
out. I was out Saturday, and that was really good for me.
Yeah, I didn't go out Saturday, and you definitely had a good night.
I had a fine night. Yeah, I made more than average.
Do you think that it was because of the cold? Because Friday night it was because of the snow.
Right. I haven't had a Saturday like that. I didn't even make it to the airport. I mean, I was downtown and I was ride to ride, and I had probably about half of them was XLs.
Okay.
Which was good. I haven't had a Saturday like that this year so far.
Okay, well that's good. Do you think it was the cold weather that I know we talked about that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't think. Nothing tells me that that's what it was.
Hey Ben.
Hey. But I mean, it probably helped.
Yeah, that's good.
The roads are fine, so that was good.
Yeah. I mean, Friday it was slick, and even me, I know the professional driver, I not flew through, but I slid through an intersection. It was just a slight hill. I'm like, oh, I'm okay. And after that, I was like, whoa, slowed it way down.
I did have one story real quickly. One of my passengers said that the night before, Friday night, they were with a driver who didn't speak a word of English, and he slid right into a telephone pole.
Oh, they were in the car?
Yep. Oh, yeah, they were in the car.
Oh,
and they called the cop. The cops were called, and he couldn't even talk to the cops.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Does the police department request a translator?
I don't know. No, supposedly the passenger in my car became the translators for the police. and kind of telling them about the situation,
Yeah.
But you could totally lie.
Yeah, but I'm sure they were pretty shook up. I'm sure they weren't thinking about lying. But
Yeah, I mean, it didn't sound like they were intoxicated at the time. They just wanted to go home, so they were able to share with the police what happened.
Okay.
But it was interesting, at the least.
Yeah.
I was going to say, listening to the Telegram group on Friday when the roads were awful, that was probably the funniest thing ever.
I bet that was comical because we're like, oh, we're talking about all the intersections. And I almost said, you guys, every intersection is glazed ice. Ben was talking about going down like, I think it was Lafayette or something.
Well, Lydia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I was like,
That's like the road to stay away from.
And you could just hear his ABS.
so,
I'm pretty proud of the year that the same I think it was last year. My Chrysler Town and Country actually made it up Lydia without any problem.
I'm drawing a blank where Lydia is, but
So it's right after. It's right if you come from the highway, driving towards the northeast side on College.
Okay.
So it's your first or second road on the right. That's
okay.
Lydia. And if you come from College, it's very steep downhill. Obviously, if you come from the other side, Grand is very steep
I know where
uphill.
that is.
And yeah, I made it up. One year I actually made it up with my Chrysler Town and Country, and I was pretty happy about that because I had the car full.
Yeah, I do tease people like, oh, and no one knows how to drive in Michigan the first snow. I was actually affected by that. I'm like, I think there is some truth to that. So hopefully the next one we get it won't be so terrible. But it's always so scary with passengers.
It'll be just as bad.
It's scary with passengers in there. Like, I feel like such a responsibility for them. Like, man, what if I get, it's just, I don't know. I think that's why a lot of people don't drive in the snow because they're worried.
Why is it different than your family?
I didn't say it was different from my family.
Right.
I just mean like,
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, everyone talks about the horror stories with the accidents with Uber and Lyft and everything. And like, you get an accident with a Pax, it's going to be a complete disaster.
Headache. Yeah. Huge headache.
So, all right, moving on to Rideshare News. If you guys don't have any other stories, Jesper's reading.
Well, it's just Rob Industrials have a question.
Yeah, if there's ever a question, I'll actually probably try to bring it up to
He's
myself.
going to be shocked.
In that video where the Uber passengers had the creepy guy, what is that Uber driver's channel? That guy is cool.
That's me. Oh, yeah, guys, by the way, I shaved my beard. I should have brought that up at the beginning. They're like, who's this other guy? No, the bearded guy in all the videos is me. I accepted a seasonal position with a delivery company, and they have strict codes for facial hair. So I could have kept a mustache, but it was
Trash stash.
Yeah, mustache rides, 15 cents.
So Rob, we don't know anything about Turo. I don't even think
Turo's a rental.
Yeah,
vehicle.
but is Turo even in our
Yes, it's
area?
in Grand Rapids. You can get a Tesla Model X and what was the other one?
I think Turo's just like Airbnb for cars. So I don't think you can rent it. The one that I think Gabe brought up, Hire Car, that you can rent for rideshare driving.
Yep. Okay.
And I think there is some availability here.
I mean, if you have an extra vehicle and you're not using it, why not?
Yeah.
What about all the implications, all the
rideshare thing, I don't understand. Like, how are you're renting out someone else's car, they're rideshare driving? I'm like, well, the insurance is in their name. That's fine, apparently.
Well,
they have to probably have some type of commercial policy would be my guess.
Some liability. Sorry, yes.
No, I'm just thinking, with you. How can they even? I mean, how can they be enough money in it to also pay for the car? It's the exact same thing.
Do you see what they charge people weekly?
It's pretty expensive.
No, but
it's a couple $100 a week.
No, I know, but so renting a car and then you use that for rideshare driving.
Yes,
I mean you really have to make some serious bucks,
right?
For the driver. I mean,
yes,
yeah.
It's just it's the exact same thing with all the flex drivers I see now. They rent the U-Haul and they go around, and now they have to pay for the U-Haul.
Well,
and
some of those flex drivers are just employees, so they have a boss, and the boss rents the fleet, so they're paying them like $10 an hour.
But still, how is that even? Anyways,
it must work, because otherwise, why wouldn't it work?
Right.
Or why would they do it? Ben, where's the volume button on this computer?
It's.
I mean, I just want to make sure it's.
function keys.
I just want to make sure it's muted.
Like.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, you ready to go, Ben? I got links coming up on the screen, so okay. Rideshare in the news. Just a little bit more clarification about the Uber Pro. I wanted to bring that up as soon as Ben clicks on it, but it talks about those bonus times where you get more, how it does not apply to surge, base fare, or anything like that. And so Ben brings it up. But yeah, so I want people to realize that it is good for drivers, but oh yeah, there it is. Sorry. But it still is not like this awesome thing that you should. I mean, because the acceptance rate has to be like 75% or 85%, 85%. But I know that's a big document, Ben. But
And there's certain hours.
yeah, there's certain hours. So I honestly, what do you guys think of it? You know,
I think for full-time drivers, it's awesome. For part-time, does not matter towards us at all.
No.
You're not going to get enough points to qualify for the next couple months, you know?
yeah, I don't know. I think the tuition coverage is kind of cool. If someone wants to go back to
But
school.
my question would be, do they cover that only if you're at that status the whole time? Or is it just, that month or...
Yeah, what happens if you drop down?
Yeah.
Well, it seems like I read what happens is then they give you a 2-week grace period and then you're out.
Oh, okay.
Then they won't cover the tuition anymore.
Yeah, I just want everyone to. I know everyone, and I think smart drivers are like, yeah, this is probably not the best, plan. But I just want drivers that maybe didn't really read it to know that it doesn't apply to surge. It's all base fares. It's just mileage and distance, that extra 6%. So, which it's nice. It's an extra 6%, but it's not the end all be all. So.
Especially when they just dropped the rates in some of those markets right before they came out with this.
Yeah, I can't believe they're still dropping rates.
Yeah.
Well,
look how low we are here compared to some of the other markets.
Yeah, but I mean, well, depends. If it's in Los Angeles, they're paying $5 a gallon for gas right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the wildfire or what. But all right. Next up this is still making the rounds, is more chatter about Amazon buying Lyft. And I don't know if it's the same rumor that's keep spreading around, but what do you guys think about that? What would it be worth it for Amazon to do that? I mean, it's a business that's not making money.
Well,
I got this same thing too, Ben.
Oh, you got an ad.
No, I couldn't get rid of it. I was looking at my screen.
It's not going to let us.
Well, I read it earlier.
Sorry.
Anyways, we'll share it and you can subscribe to Business Insider. But yeah, Amazon might. Man, dang it! I want to read this. I read it before. I don't know why it won't come up.
Hold on, I'll get around it.
You're gonna get around it, but yeah, it's asking me to sign up.
Working for Amazon Flex, they treat us very, very well. So I would not be opposed to them buying Lyft, just based on their customer service towards us drivers.
Okay. What do you think about their app, though? Their app is just sketch. Amazon Flex's app.
Since I bought that Hum X, I have not had any issues whatsoever. And just talking to other people, they like the iOS version of the Flex app more than the Android.
Yeah, I don't know about the Android. I haven't used it on that, but
iOS is a lot easier to navigate.
I like what I guess why I bring that up, because Lyft's app is great, but Amazon's Flex is not. So I would be curious if Amazon would just buy them and let them do their own thing, or if Amazon would go in and be like, we're going to redo this whole thing. So
well, unless they're buying the app to use it for their program.
Well, what they talked about, if we could get the article up, but we can't, that the possibility of drivers taking packages while they were Lyft. I'm like, how do you even coordinate that?
Well, I mean, it's the same way as you have a system that coordinates only making right turns as opposed to left turns.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, why not? Why not coordinate it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be interested in that. It just sounds like way too much of a headache.
Right. I mean,
But the app would tell you what to do. That's the benefit of it. Again, the driver, all you have to do is to be the muscle. You don't have to think at all.
But I like the flexibility of choosing who I pick up.
yeah.
Oh, sure, but you can also do that. But the idea is you would have a system where you would go pick up all your packages.
But you don't get to choose where you're dropping your packages off.
But you still don't do that today. You pick a route today. The only difference would be, Nick, the system would know where you're dropping off packages, and it would know if there was any passengers that would have a trip that matched your route, and then it would.
Oh, so you're saying you would have a load already?
Yeah, of course.
And then as you're going to that, you're like, oh, Lyft's like, oh, I got a rider that's, oh man.
You don't have any room in your vehicle when you have all those packages.
Well, it wouldn't be a full load, but I just don't know how beneficial would that be.
Right.
The Lyft destination filter barely works as it is. I can't imagine if it'd be like, I got 20 packages I'm driving. And like,
again, think larger markets. I mean, this is Grand Rapids. Of course, it doesn't work here.
How do you know? It's the best market there is.
No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just
Step
saying
off.
this is not a market that has 250 people in the airport queue on a regular basis.
Oh gosh, can you imagine?
I mean, that's the thing, right? So, I mean,
Do you think it's scale when you see that? When I mean scale, meaning do you think they wait as long as we do with 10?
I would say so.
So when we see 250, we're like, oh my gosh, we can't ever. How would we ever even get a ride? I'm just wondering if.
Well, because if you think about it, at Grand Rapids, we only have 2, 3, 4 flights coming in an hour, where they probably have. I don't even want to even guess. It's probably a ridiculous amount per hour that
they
come
have
in.
25, 30 flights an hour.
I wonder.
And a lot bigger planes.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think we're spoiled over here for pickup though, because a lot of these guys have to go to different routes and et cetera. So, all right. Ben's got the first giveaway up. He gave me a big notice. So, did you write down the people that commented?
They have to comment now.
They
didn't know it was going to happen like right the second.
That's true.
So,
well, if they knew beforehand,
well,
if
you
they
have
were
to
on
comment after this timestamp.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
this.
Okay, cool.
I'm the producer.
Yeah, just let me know. I'm going to keep going, and unless you.
All right, so here's how this giveaway works. We are at the first giveaway. In order to qualify and enter for this giveaway, you must send a message in the comments on this live stream with your favorite color. And it has to be after 9:21.
Ooh, I'm on Ben's Facebook page.
Back to the show.
Oh, sorry. Back to the show. That's me.
Yep.
All right. Next up, Ben, is a video. I don't know if we'll play the whole thing.
Ben is so excited.
I know. He's like you should see him over there. He's a little giddy. It is from an Occupy Democrats. It's a video, kind of goes nuts. And here it is. Don't forget to bump the volume up on the board, Ben. You should see him over there. He's a little giddy. No, it is from an. Is it not working? Should be number 7 or number 5, 6. Oh, hold on.
A little technical difficulty. That's no big deal.
This one.
I want to watch this video too.
Is it not working? Should be number 7 or number 5, 6. We don't have something set up right, so
It happens.
no videos, I guess. My next 3 were videos, so
I didn't set it up.
yeah. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? You're gonna throw me under the bus?
Okay, guys, they're fighting. We're sorry. Please ignore them.
I think I can. Hold on a sec. I think I can figure it out.
Oh, my
All right, we'll do the drawing while we wait.
Yeah, let's do the drawing. Let's find out who
do
won.
the drawing. Justin says bluish.
Bluish.
Are you looking at YouTube as well, Jesper?
Well, Ben has it all up.
They need to comment on the Facebook live stream.
Oh, well, what if they're on the YouTube one? That's not fair.
Yeah, that is not fair.
Well, is anybody on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Rogue and Rob. Hey, Rogue and Rob. So what, if you guys want to have a chance to win $25, comment right now with a color.
your favorite color.
Or any color.
It takes the sound from there and plays it on.
Yeah, I think we got it now.
Okay.
If you want to play that.
Hopefully.
video, I think so.
Comment right now with a color.
Your favorite.
Still not right?
Or any color.
Are you playing the video?
It takes the sound.
Cruising with Jay. He says
I
blue.
think we got it now.
Okay. Still taking audio.
If you want to play
There you go, Cruising. You're in.
so.
Comment right now with a color.
Your favorite.
Still not right?
Or any color.
Are you playing the video?
It takes the sound.
Cruising with Jay. He says
I
blue.
think we got it now.
Okay. Still taking audio.
So echo, echo, echo. Oh, Rogue has the red.
Yeah, at this point, man, I don't know.
Just come sit down. It'll be fine.
Well,
it is what it
It's
is.
a short podcast then, because the next 3 news
we
articles
we
were.
can talk about all kinds
we can
of
talk
stuff.
about 'em.
What are you talking
That's
about?
all right.
Take comment. So guys, so we're having technical difficulties. So give us questions. We can take lots of questions tonight. Andrew wants to change his answer to purple, and I don't think purple gives you more responses than anything else, Andrew. But okay, we'll change it. Oh.
All right, Ben, what are we doing this drawing, or we just keep going?
I'm pulling the comments from YouTube at the moment.
Okay.
So keep going. I'll let you know when
I think we have 2 from YouTube so far, Ben.
So next up, this armed robber tracked down after using Uber Eats on a stolen phone. So basically, he robbed this kid at gunpoint, and he a 16-year-old boy, which
Oh boy.
I thought you had to be 18 to have, unless it's his parents' account. But he basically stole the phone, ordered Uber Eats, and 2 hours later, officers tracked him down to the dude's grandmother's home and arrested him. So, idiot of the day goes to this guy.
I think he might be in line for the
for the what?
Video.
Dumbass of the day.
Something.
Damn, I can't believe that audio doesn't work. I'm sorry, guys. I'm frustrated. That sucks. We work so hard to get that going. So that's all the news I have, guys. If you got anything else, that would be wonderful to talk about right now.
Did just read a comment about does anyone have any body shop recommendations?
Yeah, we do. Jesper.
Well, so we haven't posted the
We'll just give the recommendation.
Okay, so we obviously recommend Steve from Impact of CarStar Impact of Cascade. He's on 36th Street and Patterson, so not far from there. And yeah, definitely go see Steve. And
No, he's 36th and Craft.
36th and Craft.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he comes down from Patterson. Yeah, and let Steve know that you found out from the Rideshare guys.
Yeah, he's got a special right now, $15 for the Aqua.
25.
Sorry,
$25 for Aquapel, and you get a free car wash as well. So
Yeah, so the Aquapel is supposed to be like Rain-X on crack.
Yep.
He puts it on your windshield, and it's good for like 6 months.
Basically, yeah, it's gonna really, I guess, lengthen the life of your windshield wipers because you won't have to use them as much. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to.
I got a story I can go into.
Yeah,
about
let's
body
talk
shops.
about it.
Stories.
Well, is it okay if I give another recommendation for body shops?
I don't care.
We use Van Eck Collision and Auto because my neighbors got a tree taken down, and the tree happened when they did it. They hired some random company, didn't know what they were doing, decided to cut the whole tree down at the trunk. So when they did that, the tree split and actually fell on 2 of my vehicles in my driveway. But
Wow.
Van Eck was awesome, amazing. They're right on Chicago Drive in Jenison, Granville area.
How did that work for insurance?
Their insurance had to cover it.
Right,
It
but
was a huge headache.
Oh, was it?
Oh, my gosh.
I was just wondering about deductibles. If you had to pay it,
No,
or
they had to pay everything, and they had to pay for our 2 rental vehicles for us as well. And it was a huge headache, dude. It took months and months.
yeah, I'm not sure how you why, if you're a tree company, if it's a big tree, you cut it from the bottom and just go for it. Like,
we don't. I mean, I have the video of it falling on our tree or our cars.
You do?
Yes, our neighbor took a video of it.
Well, I'd like to see that. That's crazy. We got a winner, Ben?
We have our first winner. And again, this is in celebration of us hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We tried to give away earlier on YouTube, and we had some issues. So
we had some big issues.
We're doing it tonight. And for all of you listening, our first winner, whose favorite color is blue, going to Brad Froelich. Hopefully I said that name correctly. Brad, if you're still watching, you have 5 minutes to send us a message with your contact info so we can get the Amazon gift card out to you.
Yeah, it's a private message, so you can go to our
Yes.
Facebook page and go through there. Don't message on the live stream.
If you're watching the live stream, you should have already received a message from us, so you can just send us your contact info, Brad, and I will tag you in the comments on the live stream. Next drawing will be in 15 minutes.
Congratulations, Brad.
In 4 minutes, and then the next one in 2 because we don't have my stupid videos. Okay, so tip time, and I didn't write everything out because I think we all have experience with this, and maybe I've talked about it before, but I see it all the time. It actually happened to me last weekend. What do you do when you find a phone? And everyone has the funny thing, and I did it for a while. And when someone says, I found a phone, what do?
Throw it out the window.
Throw it out the window. Obviously, please don't throw it out the window. So what I end up doing typically is I will, if I'm in a busy time, I will power the phone down and wait until I have some free time to power it back up. Because normally what's going to happen, I've actually done 2 phones in like the last month. Normally what's going to happen my first time in the last month is it rings and rings. They tell everyone and their brother to
call their phone.
And it's just annoying, especially when you have passengers. And so I recommend turning it off. When you get a little free break, maybe turn it back on, see if you can call the last person. A lot of them are locked. The thing about turning it off is very important, especially if you're ending your night and you can't connect with the person with the phone, is that they're going to track you.
Yep.
And they will come to your home and knock on your door at 4 a.m. They will find you.
Or file a police report.
Or file a police report. So it's not like you're trying to be shady when you turn the phone off. You're just trying to protect yourself. I mean, I don't know.
Especially with us with children, how do you feel if a stranger randomly comes to your house at 6 a.m. when you were just out driving?
Yeah,
all
you've been
night.
sleeping.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I mean, I get my phone is my life too. If I lost it for a night, I'd be bummed. But hey, guess what? You were too drunk and you lost it, so that's your own damn fault. That's how I look at it. What do you guys do?
I try to take care of it right then and there.
Do you?
So
You don't wait?
do not need to worry about it whatsoever.
That's a good
Now,
idea.
it depends. If it's crazy surging out, I'll answer the phone as long as I don't have a rider, obviously.
Right.
I'll answer the phone, explain to him, hey, it's super busy out. I can't get to you right now. I'll call you, when I'm free. Here's my phone number. I'll give them my phone number. I don't care.
Yeah.
They're not going to contact me afterwards.
No.
So, I'll give them my phone number and have them send me a text, and I'll text them when I'm ready. And
having that phone on might think like a good idea because you could communicate with the person. But honestly, the first one I got, it was so distracting. They called and called and called and called. Even after I talked to the person with the phone, I was like, hey, I got your phone. Give me 10 minutes. I'll meet you back at the tavern. That's where they were at. Continue to call and call and call. And I'm like, I'm so distracting.
Not only that, but like I've had obviously debit cards, IDs left in the vehicle, and it's nice, especially this is why it's important to have a dash cam, but you can go back and look at your footage and see what your rider looked like and compare it to the ID, and you'll know what ride it was from.
True.
I've done it before.
True. Yeah. That, in fact, my last one had an ID in it. Although, how did I figure? I don't remember what happened. I think she contacted me. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I powered it off and went home and went to bed. And I think she contacted me. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. I have your phone in my car. So we ended up hooking up somewhere in Jenison. I was going to dinner, but I gave it to her, and I got the $15. She didn't give me any money.
Yeah,
is fine.
when I meet them, I always say, "Hey, it's going to be $15 through the app, or you can hand me cash."
Oh, I don't say anything. I just hand them the phone. If they give me money, great. If not, I'll just do the $15.
Yeah,
it's so nice that at least Lyft did the 15 isn't bad. It's worth it, especially since she met me where I was going to go anyways. But
yeah, I never go out of my way to meet them. I always say, if you want it right now, meet me here.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not driving to your house to bring it to you.
Do you have any? Do you do about the same thing we do, Jesper? Or
It's happened once to me.
That's it, one time.
Yep.
Wow.
And the phone was actually on, and I left it on. On the way home, I killed it, but it was on all night, and I think she called it once, and we decided we were gonna meet up the next day.
Yeah,
and
I know.
I actually drove to Allendale, and they were like meeting her halfway, and I was kind of anticipating a tip, but she never did. So that's when maybe I was being rude, I don't know, but that was when I reported to Uber and saying, yeah, okay, I did it.
It's easier on Uber versus Lyft, because Lyft you got to take a picture of it.
Well,
in my
the
personal
phone?
experience of the left item or whatever.
Oh no, yeah, this was Uber. So
Okay.
I just didn't have to do any pictures. Yeah, I when we went to the restaurant and the girl came by and grabbed it, and I told Megan, I was like, yeah, she didn't even give me money. She's like, that's crazy. If someone returned my phone, I'd be like,
Well,
thank
think
you.
about how expensive phones are nowadays too.
Well, not only that, she had her debit card, a credit card, and her driver's license in there. And I looked at all of them and tried to use them, but it didn't work. So nothing, no laugh.
No.
Come on, guys.
So I'm having a very good conversation with Paula here from LA. So
That's good. Why don't you share with the rest of us?
well, I'm in the middle of it. I can't
You guys
tell.
need to get a room?
Hey. I'm happily married. Thank you very much.
Well, I know, but you could still get a room and chat.
Well, she's sharing her room with us. I don't know. No, I don't even know where I was. So again, I was just, we were just dropping off the phone the next day, and I kind of made up with her. So
Right.
that was-
Did I embarrass you?
No.
You're getting a little red face. He's getting a little red face over there.
Shut up.
All right. Next up, questions.
Paula.
Questions from our Facebook group. So this actually just happened in our local one, and I actually got the text today too. I didn't know why they didn't send it to me, but can anyone explain what Lyft's snow team is?
Yes.
Well, let me finish.
Okay, fine.
Paula, you don't qualify for this. Well, you might, depending on what you drive, but probably not in LA. I accidentally clicked it and put me in. It put me into it when I would copy and paste these. So if the English is off, it's
you. You've been drinking.
It could be me, but when I thought I was following a link to find out more, I'm guessing that it's a really small enticement to get you to drive in really SE weather. Maybe if they would get rid of the $2,500 deductible. So go.
No, I don't want to anymore.
Okay, well,
no,
then
I'm
I'll
just
do
joking. It's basically they will text you when it's supposedly bad weather out, and they will give you a certain amount of money on top of each ride to go out there and drive. It's
Okay.
pretty much worthless, to be honest with you. I mean, usually when they send it out, you were going to be out anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't really get anything from it last year.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even think it says in the when you sign up how much extra you're going to get.
No,
or does it?
I don't recall how it was.
probably a couple
nothing. It was
bucks.
like peanuts.
Yeah, well, it's all kind
Not
of
enough
peanuts.
to get you to get off, your couch and go out and be like, "Oh, hey, I'm going to go drive. See ya, family."
Right. So Jamie Lynn says she puts the phones in her fireproof safe. No signals can be sent from the phone. Could we just turn it off though? I mean, that probably does the same thing too. I mean, because as soon as
once the phone's off, you can't track it.
Right, 'cause
You can see its last known location, but if you do that as soon as it's in your vehicle,
yeah, don't turn it off when you get into your house because they're gonna it probably pings every like 10 seconds.
yeah.
But I mean, if you put it in the safe and it's on and you take it out, it's going to be rocking and rolling right away. So look at you guys. You guys just can't. You can't just focus on me and chatter. You got to be on your screens.
I've been talking.
Nick's looking at the live stream.
You're the one wanting to discuss all kinds of stuff.
He's busy with Paula. So.
What do you? Yeah. You buying a plane ticket now? Do you want to share your screen?
Oh my god. Moving on.
Oh, Justin says, I heard Uber changed the vehicle requirements in Grand Rapids. Is this true? I don't know. We don't do fact checks anymore.
No, we do not do. I would say no, but
year? Do you think he's talking about the year or like?
So I heard somebody the other day say that if the vehicle is newer than 4 years old, Uber and Lyft is not requiring.
I think that's just the
Lyft
Lyft.
requires no matter
no.
what. I thought.
No, it's vice versa.
So one of the two platforms is no longer requiring the yearly inspection.
Right.
It's Uber.
I swear it was Lyft.
No, it's Uber.
Well, but that's not true though, because my vehicle is more. It's not 4 years old, and I have to do it every year. Mine is a 15.
I don't know. I think it's Lyft.
I think we're gonna have to fact check this one thing.
We don't fact check anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody fact check that for us, guys.
Damn it. Somebody do our job. Okay, so this is kind of not like really a question, but what would you do? He's on his way to pick up a PAX late last night, got into the left turn lane, light turns green, but the guy in front of me didn't go. The person in the farthest lane took a U-turn and stopped. He was yelling at a guy. I looked closer at the driver of the car in front of me, and the guy was slumped over. I put on my flashers and go check on him. The guy was out cold. I banged on the window to rouse him, and he seemed drunk, not ill. I went back to my car. Light turns green, and he took off straight through the red light instead of turning. So this is the age-old question. Do you call 911 when you see a drunk driver?
If you don't have passengers, I would.
No, Ben and I think Ben had brought up something that he said he would, with passengers in it as long as you talk to him and said, hey, is this cool? But the problem is if they go a long ways, I mean, what do you turn the app off or end the ride or what?
Dash cam? Send them the footage.
I kind of feel like if the passenger says it's okay, then you run with it. I think you give them the option.
I wouldn't personally call as I'm driving because I don't like talking on the phone when I'm driving.
That's true.
I'd make the passenger call and do it.
And although Ben does say, too, he says that his first priority is his passengers, which is definitely true. That is his first priority, or all of our first priority. I mean, we're paid to take care of that passenger, not follow a drunk driver.
So what about this follow-up question? What if you know for sure that you're dropping off one of your drunk passengers at their vehicle?
Gosh, I think Ben had that same...
That happened to me
that
a long time ago.
I had it too.
And
just keep offering them a ride home. Just be like, don't drive. It's not worth it.
I had some VO. I mean, but here's the problem, though. So she was clearly way too drunk.
Too far.
Way too far. And here's the thing. Her girlfriend was saying, don't drive. And she kept saying, I got to be home. My dad's going to get pissed if the car isn't, in the
Are we 12?
morning. Or
you can ride some minors, Jesper?
No. She was probably 23 or whatever, living at home. But the point was, how far do I go? I mean, I even said, I'll drive you home. I'll turn off the app. It's not the money, none of that. But she needed the car home. So how far do we go? Do we call the cops? Do we stop? And honestly, I'm not happy with what I did. I did nothing.
Right.
I mean, I said, okay, fine. You can let her out, and she drove. I'm assuming she drove home. But the problem is, what happened?
Guilty conscience.
Well, I mean,
what happens if that girl was in an accident and she killed somebody else?
Well, I mean, there is some liability there. Like, are you liable because you didn't call 9? I mean, you can't physically stop her.
There's not some liability. I think there's ethical issues.
Oh, for sure.
And that's where my problem is.
I would call the cops. If I dropped her off.
I would just try and convince her friend to take her keys and say, you're not going anywhere.
Right.
Or take her keys.
Let's change the scenario a little bit. Let's just say it's a single person.
Right.
There is no friend. So, I got it, Ben. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I think you just call the cops and just follow her, I guess. So
in the meantime, Cruising with Jay was doing our fact check. Thank you, Cruising. It is Lyft that is not requiring.
Boom, 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 boom,
thought it was
boom,
Lyft.
boom.
Hey, we've got some viewers waiting for the next giveaway, so I'm going to just jump right in and interrupt y'all. So for this giveaway, I want to know your favorite place to pick up passengers You can tell me the name of the restaurant or bar or whatever the case may be. It does not have to be in the Grand Rapids market. Send a comment on the live stream, either on Facebook or YouTube, with the name of the establishment you like picking up from the most.
Lion's Den.
Lion's Den?
Do you even know what that is?
No.
Makes it even better.
What's the Lion's Den?
It's an adult store.
Oh, that's my favorite store.
Is that the one that has like every single banner at the highway? For
Yes.
like,
Yep.
Isn't there isn't that by like
Benton Harbor.
oh, I thought that was, isn't there one like by Lansing or on the
There
way to
might
Lansing?
be. I don't know.
It was so funny. You keep seeing these ginormous signs right on the highway.
Something's ginormous.
Well, but then the thing is, I happened to
Hey-oh!
I happened to drive past the store one time, and it's like tiny.
Is
The
it?
store itself isn't very big at all.
Gabe sent me a picture. Thanks, Gabe. Annual vehicle inspection. Let's see. Michigan drivers only required to have an annual inspection if the vehicle is 5 years or older. That's Lyft. State of Michigan requires Uber partners with a vehicle 5 years. Oh, I think it's both. I think it's Uber and Lyft.
But why my Chrysler Town and Country is a 15? Why am I requiring to do it every year?
Are you really?
Yeah,
I don't think you have.
I have.
Oh.
The app comes up.
So
Have
every
you
time.
ever tried not to do it?
Nobody comes up and says it's gonna expire, and if I don't want to let it expire because
somebody-
then they're
Test it out
gonna
next
disconnect
time.
me.
Somebody went further
Yeah,
than.
great. Test
Alex
it out
did.
and get disconnected.
Yeah, it
or
was
whatever.
Alex.
It was Alex, yeah.
It says the state of Michigan requires Uber partners with a vehicle 5 years or older to get an annual inspection by a third party. Download the form to get started. That's Uber. So
Again, guys, on YouTube as well. Remember that we are having the app, and we want to know your, the
drawing.
drawing. We want to know your favorite place to pick up.
He's still busy with Paula.
hey, Paula. Oh, that's going to be hashtag Paula. All right, I'm trying to send.
Hey, at least do it right. Hashtag Ubergirl Paula.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm trying to send Ben the videos. He's gonna put it up to the microphone. So, hey, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers tonight. So, oh, are we going now?
No, he's still focused on the drawing.
Oh yeah, we got to do the drawing.
I got both. I'll do the drawing as this is playing.
Okay, go ahead. This is so. Let me. This is a video. This guy is like. The driver is. I think he's an immigrant, but he's pro-Trump, and these girls aren't, and it doesn't go too well. So. Crickets.
You're not here to change our mind. You're here to drive us because we hired you as an Uber driver.
Right.
We're in your car.
Right.
We're allowed to speak as we want.
I want
You're
you to
allowed.
speak.
I understand that.
I want you to
But I actually don't. I don't want to spend the next hour fighting with you about Trump because
Right.
you have your opinion and I completely respect that that's your opinion. I don't need you to tell me I'm evil. I don't need you to tell me I'm brainwashed. I'm not sitting here saying anything to you about that. You
They
have your
seem high
opinions.
maintenance.
Enjoy yourself.
I'm just curious how you got your citizenship.
How?
Yeah.
I apply for citizenships.
You,
What is-
you applied.
Yes.
So after you came here,
Yes.
did you go home?
No, I did not. I applied in 86. Yes.
So you came here without the intention of becoming a citizen,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
right.
decided not to leave.
Yeah, that's right.
So under Trump's rules, you'd be kicked out.
Yeah, that's what she's trying to do.
I asked for citizenships. I
Yeah.
went to the process.
So under other presidents, you were
What's the
able
big
to
deal?
do that, and
But
this
now
president
it's
has
fine, so I would do it
decided
different way. I
that
would have to
nobody
do it
else is
different
allowed
way.
to
I
do
would have
it
to do it different
unless
way.
you're white.
I would have to do it different.
Oh,
Okay,
Anthony,
my God,
the
such a
Woods.
racist. My God,
You're
I-
such a liar, Anthony.
I'm a racist.
I
You
was
are
laughing
racist
about the
and
comment
lefty
above
are
that
such
one.
a-
I didn't
The
see
only
it.
way you can be racist
Someone
is if
told
you can
Jesper to be
control.
quiet
if
and
you
talk to
can
Paula.
Make no logic.
Maybe you should pull over.
You made no logic so
Maybe
far.
you should get off here.
You want to get off here?
Yeah, get
I'd
us
be more than
here.
happy.
Yeah, you're a terrible driver. Get us off the way.
Oh.
There you go. You see, that's the lefty. It's a mind control.
Well, you've
Mind-
been rude.
It's a rude.
You're very rude.
Well,
Yes.
you involved yourself in our conversation. It was none of your business.
How much time we got left,
And
Ben?
you've been attacking us and insulting
there-
us and
that's a
yelling at
lefty.
us
That's
the
such a
entire time.
lefty.
That's all you can
You
say.
can
Saying-
kill
You
it.
sound like Trump.
Okay. I can't take those women's voices anymore. So I always preface these videos. We don't know what happened before the video, before it started recording. Because at the beginning, the guy seemed to be okay. But towards the end, and I did watch the whole thing, unfortunately, he got pretty, not nasty, but he definitely got super angry. So there's really nothing there other than the general rule is don't talk politics. Hey, I'm talking to you guys.
I'm not talking politics.
You're done. I just turned his computer off. I know you're not talking politics. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Am I just talking to the mic?
No.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, sorry, I can't talk to you guys. I'm done.
Multitask. The bottom line is don't talk politics with your riders. I mean,
that was the worst driving during the elections.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's such a slippery slope.
I can tell you I lied. I went with whatever the rider said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When you get those longer rides, sometimes you can feel out where they're leaning, and then you can kind of go that route. But I typically stay away from those.
My response is, I don't talk politics in my car.
You just tell them that?
Oh, yeah.
They should. I would respect that. I'd be
Well,
like, you know what?
That would reflect on your driver rating, Jesper.
Well, that's okay.
Damn.
Then I'm okay with that. It's just,
I mean,
there's been a very, very few times I will get into it, but it's
not worth it.
It's not a can of worms I want to open. It's
Right.
not. And it's a 5-minute ride, most of them.
yeah. It's just that lady was. I mean, they were.
Yeah, Paula, that's a big issue here in Grand Rapids as well, picking up minors, and that's definitely something that we all have talked a lot about, and we don't. We definitely recommend not picking up minors, obviously.
Right. That's a constant battle here, and I see it on all the major groups. It's a constant battle for every area that some drivers do, some drivers don't. So
Paula is actually saying start carding the kids.
I think that's against policy to ask for an ID. I mean, again,
I just say
how old do you have to be to get a Michigan ID? I don't know.
18 or no,
16.
16.
Yeah.
Can you get an ID at 16 or
The driver's license is considered an ID.
Correct. What happens if you don't have driver's training? You're not getting.
Sucks to be you.
Well, I'm
what
saying,
are you doing with your life?
Well, I'm wondering. These kids nowadays do not get driver's license anymore. I'm telling you. I have friends my age that their kids are like, yeah, I don't need one. I'm like, it's a millennial thing. Or they wouldn't be millennials, would they? The younger, like 16?
I don't know.
I thought I read somewhere that someone said that you can't ask for ID.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
but it's definitely it's that issue, and then the whole issue about accepting passengers without a car seat. Those are the two biggest things with Uber and Lyft. And
yeah,
it's just
my policy for the minor thing is if I can easily tell that they're underage, I say no. If I can't really tell, I'm like, they could be 18. I just say, you know what? I go with it. And that's why you have a dash cam.
Yeah.
right.
We recommend the Van-True Pro.
And 2 Pro.
And 2 Pro. Thank you.
There's been a couple of times where what I have had, actually last weekend I picked up a group of girls, and they just looked like they were way too young. I picked them up at the college out on Beltline, but they had been watching some kind of a movie at the whatever, and they were definitely part of that group that was not 18.
See how distracting that is? How I laughed at a comment and it
Now
threw
he has
you
to
off?
read it.
Yeah. It says, Justin's like, Jason, can you please grow your facial hair back?
So
What's that?
Anthony says, I'll come on the podcast. I would pay attention.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, says the one who likes to pick up at the woods.
So, yeah, I understand what Jesper's going through, and that is the whole reason I don't have the live stream up, because it's so much fun
right.
to comment with people.
Well,
it's so much fun.
That's Ben's job. Let's be
well,
honest.
Ben's got extra responsibilities with the drawing tonight, but normally he's the one that's commenting on it. But
Right.
No, I get it. It's fun, and that's why I don't have it up, because I'll get distracted like a squirrel.
Well, and it's part of especially tonight when we, have a little bit extra time, I guess. So I figured it's okay.
I want to ask a question. Did he win? All right, I'm going to announce the winner. And The winner is Larry Duncan, who just got a T-shirt from us.
Yeah.
Because he did an iTunes review. That's so funny. Well, Larry, guess what?
Congratulations.
You're getting a $25 Amazon gift card. Larry is from Kentucky. And I think he's our first guy from Kentucky that's Kentuckian.
So Jamie actually has a question. Jamie Albert from on the YouTube chat. She's asking, why can't you drive kids under 18?
Insurance and liability.
Yeah, exactly. The biggest thing, Jamie, obviously, it's against Uber and Lyft policy. And then there's the other thing is you're putting yourself in situations you really don't want to put yourself in. And so as a driver, whether or not it was actually against the policy or not, you really want to consider not doing it.
Yeah, can you imagine getting in a car with a 13-year-old girl? I mean, whoa. We have dash cams for that reason if things did happen, but you also can too if a parent's like, hey, and I've had this situation and I wish I would have done what I'm going to tell you guys to do because I didn't think about it at the time. I got a select ride up at Thousand Oaks, but people that aren't from here, it's a very well-to-do area. And I think the guy was drunk and the kid gets in and I said, how old is he? He goes 16. I go, I can't take him. What you can do is say, hey, Dad, would you like to go with me? We'll do a round trip. We'll pick, bring your son wherever, probably is, wherever the kid had to go. Maybe they're divorced or something. And you can do that. Right. That's fine. As long as an adult is with him, you can take that child, which I know it seems like common sense, but I obviously didn't think about it at the time because I was pissed because the kid was 16.
Well, plus it was a select ride too.
And it was a surge. It was a small surge.
But still, select and surge?
Yeah, it was going to Rockford, so it's probably 10 miles, 12 miles. So, we're looking $30 or $40 ride, if not more.
Yeah.
Oh, well, round trip would have been even better.
So Jamie is actually asking a follow-up question. Is that a policy for taxi drivers? And you got to understand, Jamie, that for taxi drivers, the rules are completely different.
Here in our market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a Uber Lyft vehicle is considered a personal vehicle. So it's the personal vehicle rules that applies here. Whereas all taxi cabs, I believe that taxi cabs can even take kids without
car seats.
So what separates us from them? Their commercial insurance?
And there's some special laws in place for taxi cabs.
Some mob laws.
Yeah.
I joke, say mob, but the taxis like in New York, that's like all the crap that's going on with Uber and Lyft. They're not happy about it. No, you know what I mean? So I just wonder what makes them special.
Well,
Excuse me.
So there is definitely special laws there, and just again, I don't know what they are entirely, but I know that there's a lot of things that I believe that they're even allowed to not wear their seatbelt for safety reasons. If should they get in a situation where somebody's going to attack them, they can actually just jump out.
The drivers don't have to wear their seatbelts?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I believe so.
I got you, Ben. Sorry. Do you want me to give you a thumbs up next time? Okay. I apologize. You guys can't see it, but
we just don't want to interrupt Jesper when he's talking.
I know. He's on a roll.
Stop.
Paula's like chomping at the bit to chat with him, and we're keeping him rolling. He's going to throw something. He just picked up a pen. I think he was going to throw something at me. All right. Next up is a car seat video. Like, this one's really short. Yeah, the car seat video. Did I send you the car surfer one?
I have it.
You have that one too. That one's actually our buddy Dustin. So he kind of did. I didn't know it was him, but I say it's our buddy. I've never met him, but we're kind of in the same genre, I guess. So this one's really short. So I'm ready when you are, Ben.
Does your child need to be in a car seat? A new study finds that many people across the country are confused about this, especially with the rise of companies like Uber and Lyft. Researchers from Virginia Tech say New York is among 35 states where cabs are exempt from laws requiring young children to travel in a car seat. But it's not clear if ride-sharing companies are also exempt. Experts say the laws are inconsistent from state to state.
No kidding.
State legislatures really need to work on catching up the laws and regulations. Rideshare services are becoming increasingly popular year over year.
In the 5 boroughs, Uber and Lyft provide car seats for an extra $10.
What? Mm-hmm. It's a 40-second thing. So I did actually learn something about that. They the 5 boroughs, is that like something in New York?
My friend Calic and I, he
I know Washington D.C. has that option with the car seats for.
I knew
$10 extra.
Orlando did by Disney World, which is, gosh, what a great idea.
I still would, even if we got paid that $10 extra, I wouldn't even carry a car seat here.
Well, we talked about liability with those car seats. Gosh, we should look this up. I'd be curious. Are the drivers buying it, or is Uber buying it for them?
I wonder. I don't know. That's a good question.
I know. I mean, because we talked about the liability.
You would probably, knowing Uber, you would probably have to buy it.
The big problem, I think, particularly in Michigan, is the car seats actually expire. And so that's the issue. You can't just have a car seat and keep it on forever and ever. You can't go into a store with used car seats or whatever and then buy a used one, because you have to make sure that the date
and most of them do have it on there if they haven't been scratched off. And it's a long time though. It's like 6 or 7 years.
It is. I generally keep a booster seat in the back just because my daughter's booster seat in the back, and if the opportunity comes up, I will just offer it because I don't care. But it's a booster, and I'll use that for kids that are 8 or whatever. Only obviously if they with their parent,
right?
But that's about it. I'm not. Otherwise, I will say no. Absolutely, 100%. We do have one driver, and I want to just kind of go into it.
Thank you.
There's a driver here from, I don't know where you're from, McDriver, but he says
McDriver is his name.
That's his name.
I love it.
MC Driver. He will do the trips. He said it's too much hassle to card them. He will do the trips for people under 18, but he will not do the car seats. Just think about this one thing, though, McDriver. And again, this is the conversation we always have here is, what are the situations you're putting yourself in by doing it? At least make sure that you have a dash cam to protect yourself should something happen, because I can easily think of a situation where a 13-year-old girl or whatever will get in your car, and now all of a sudden that person comes up with a story and you're done. And so just
and that's the thing
yourself.
when you come up with when the story comes up, you're done.
Right.
Like even if it didn't happen, your name's already gonna get trashed, and you're gonna spend
guilty, even if
you're gonna spend 6 months trying to defend it. But if you have a dash cam, I mean, all you'd have to do is send the file to the police department. They'd be like, or the prosecutor's office. They'd be like,
"Oh, it's with Uber."
I mean,
dead.
I mean, I guess technically they could say, well, it happened before they got in the car, but whatever. Have a dash cam. I mean, even if it isn't the N2 Pro. Get something that's reliable. I feel like a lot of those lower end ones, they sketch out on you.
Yeah. I mean, at least get something. If you drive at night, at least make sure you get something with the night vision or whatever they call it. LEDs for night.
Van True N2 Pro.
Yep. I mean, it runs $200. Sometimes Amazon has sales.
Yeah.
We've shared our link a bunch of times for that. So, can we do that car surfer one? Do you have time for that? Or not?
This is why you don't pick up minors. This video right here.
Oh, yeah.
With the ideas that they come up with.
Yeah, I'm sure people have seen it, but I thought, no, this wasn't local. I don't know where it was. So what this was is a driver decided to let, was it 16-year-old?
Yep.
Do some car surfing for 40 bucks, and the kid fell off and died. And kids
why? That's
kids
all
are
I'm gonna
stupid.
Say. Why?
Now the driver's probably going to go to prison for manslaughter.
Oh, easily.
But why even let him? I mean, can we discuss that for a second?
Well, I mean, we've obviously seen the bar can be pretty low for Uber drivers who they let in. Let's face it. I mean,
I can think of
there's
one
no
name.
intelligent test. Like, that's the only job where, like, if you have a clean record in the required car, doesn't matter if you're crazy or not. No one even physically interviews you.
Right. But it's just, you are allowed to think.
Right. But you got to put some of the responsibility on that kid. He's old enough to know not to get on the damn car and do that.
Absolutely. But he still chooses to do it. So who ends up with the problem right now? Because the kid who died.
The kid's dead. His problems are over.
Exactly.
I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny about it, but I'm just saying. But again, even if he did survive, he still wouldn't get charged anything. But too many times especially nowadays, they're like, oh, he doesn't have to take responsibility. He's just a kid. No, that's BS. I knew at 13 not to get I knew at 6 not to get on a car and do that. He was 16 and did it. And I'm not trying to trash his name or anything like that. But the driver is the adult, so that he should have made the decision and say,
No.
absolutely not. Are you crazy? $40? I mean, I'd do it for 400, but not 40. No?
I like that joke.
Too soon?
No.
Too soon?
All right, let's go to the video.
It doesn't. I don't know him, so it's probably easier for me.
Too soon.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rideshare driver Dustin. In today's video, I'm going to talk about this idiotic Uber driver who lets a 15-year-old kid car surf on his vehicle. The kid fell, didn't take him to the hospital or anything. The kid went home, ended up dying, and now he's being charged with second-degree manslaughter. First off, this should have never happened because you should have never picked up a minor to begin with. Parents should have known where their children are because since he was out there drinking. And yeah, I'm going to show everybody this quick little video and then I'll commentate more afterwards.
Begin with that Uber driver now charged with manslaughter.
The prosecutors say a teenager fell to the pavement after he was allowed to ride on the roof of the vehicle.
News 12 Long Island's Andrew Enger has the story.
At St. Anthony's High School in Melville, students and parents are still trying to come to grips with the death of 15-year-old Ryan Mullen.
We're just trying to spread
15. I thought you
positivity
were
to the
17.
family. It's heart-wrenching when it happens.
I think he was 16.
He
Our
said
prayers
15.
are with the family.
Same
Suffolk
death.
County prosecutors say Ryan Mullen's fatal injuries happened here along Cove Road in Huntington on September 23rd. Prosecutors say Mullen and two other teens had been drinking at a
We don't
party
talk about him.
and then ordered an Uber
Not by
taxi
name,
driven by
but-
25-year-old Danielle Chima. They say the teens offered Chima $40 to get on the roof of the SUV to shoot a Snapchat video.
Oh, damn, Snapchat.
Yeah.
He's on top of the vehicle. The car's in motion. He's essentially car surfing. He falls off the car, hits his head on the pavement.
Mullen would die several hours later in his sleep at home. Prosecutors charged Chima
At
with
home?
second-degree
Yeah,
manslaughter
because what happened
in
was
Mullen's
he
death.
fell off the car, and then the driver did not take him to the hospital.
Took him home.
He let him go
And he
home.
probably hemorrhaged at home.
Yeah.
That he committed manslaughter.
In court, Chima's attorney says his client has no criminal history and would return to court for future hearings. However,
Good
the
luck.
judge in this case ordered Chima held in lieu of $200,000 cash or $400,000 bond. Chima's family did not comment after his arraignment. In a statement sent out to News 12, Uber says, "Our thoughts are with the rider's family during this difficult time. This driver has been permanently removed
And
from
paycheck.
the app." Back at St. Anthony's High School, parents say they're trying their best to support the Mullen family.
It's every parent's nightmare, you know. So it's just sad.
In Huntington, Andrew Enger, News 12, Long Island. Chima face.
And you're right, Jamie. It is definitely, it's the worst. So we don't ever want that to happen to anybody. But again, talking about it, even if it did happen, why not take him to the hospital?
Yeah,
He-
well,
no.
clearly he's made terrible decisions in his life. And again, no entry of smartness to be an Uber driver. And this is not cutting on anyone.
No,
But
no.
let's face it, like, you don't need a brain. I mean, look at the guy in Kalamazoo that murdered those people. Like, he had a mental problem.
He did.
But you just don't know.
Well, okay, so a question just came to my mind, and it I guess it's kind of a little bit related, but I'm going to put the question out here: how many of us are driving because we need the money, and how many of us are driving because we need the money, but we also feel we're helping making a difference? And I mean, I like to know that I help lower the DUI rate. I like to know that I help people get home safe, at
So
weekends.
go drive out there for free.
Well, and I'm not saying I haven't, and Ben, our buddy, he has when he
Yeah.
was younger. So it's
I'm just
Yes.
saying, if you didn't make the money that you made, you would not be out there driving.
well,
True.
of course, the money is definitely there, and it helps me. Yes, but I like knowing that it's making a difference, Nick.
Yeah, I do think that I would like to see the stats. I'm like such a stats guy, so it would be cool to see. But I'm not doing it for charity.
Nope.
I mean,
So Paula is actually came, but she says she does Uber Assist. What is that?
I think that's
the
for
old people
wheelchair.
one.
No, that's Uber Assist. Yeah, because Lyft's got Lyft GoGo or
She says
Grandparent Go.
I also do Uber Assist. And I don't know whether
That's definitely not in our market.
No.
We don't have that here, but that's awesome.
Okay, we're gonna do the next drawing. Have you got the winner?
No, he's still got to do it.
Oh, you said next drawing as soon as Jesper is done.
Yeah, I've got to announce what the drawing is.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow, I had to clear my throat there.
How's your lung butter?
It's pretty phlegmy. Tell us about your favorite kind of phlegm. Just kidding. That is not the question.
Oh, come on.
So the next question for our giveaway is the question that you've answered many times before if you've been rideshare driving for very long. Wait for it.
Oh,
so,
God.
How long have you been driving for Uber/Lyft? Tell us in the comments on the live stream, either on YouTube or Facebook. You have until 10:10 p.m. Oh, the clock just changed. 10:11 p.m. 2 minutes to get your answer in. I will pick a random winner from those who comment, and we will announce the winner soon.
So when people say to me, how long have you been driving for Uber? How long have you been driving for Uber, let's say? And I say, tonight or in general? Do you guys say that too?
Absolutely.
Okay. I thought I might have been the only one because some people do ask how long you've been out, and some people wonder.
That's always my first question.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And what's the other one? Oh, you can drive for both? Do they get mad?
What one do you like better?
Yeah, that one. Because I have a little light up sign and it has Uber Lyft split on it. So they see the one. And it's always fun too when they're really drunk. They're like, am I in an Uber or a Lyft? I'm like, either
Doesn't
way.
matter.
No, I'm going to get you home safe. Everyone's great on that. So what else do people ask? Those are usually the three. What's the number one thing people tell you, though? Not ask a question. What do they say to you?
I don't know.
I got it. Yeah, I can't believe you can't remember this one.
For me, it's how long have you been in the country?
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. I could sense a slight accent. No, really?
You should have them try to guess what it is.
Well, they always ask where I'm from. So.
Yeah. Where are you from? Yes, or why don't you tell everyone?
I did already. I'm from Denmark.
Denmark. I almost said Sweden. You got it, ear booger?
Yeah, I do.
No. This is what they tell you all the time, almost all the time. I will tip you in the app.
There's the statement of the century. I'll tip you in the app, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll go, sure you will.
Gosh. Well, now you can say, yeah, you know what? You can do it right.
Me.
Well, you can do it right now. You don't have to wait. You can tip while we're driving down the road.
Right.
I still would rather get cash tips.
I had one who actually last weekend who said, I already finished the ride and tipped you, so you better drive well.
Finish the ride.
I don't know if she did that, but
well, you would know because it would.
Yeah.
I wonder. So for them to finish the ride, they would have to cancel it, and you would get a notification.
Maybe she just meant I already
did the rating
you
and everything. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Uber still makes it a pain in the butt to tip. Lyft is so easy, and Uber, I think Lyft makes you rate before you can even request another ride. Uber, you can request another ride without rating and tipping. So I don't know. I hate Uber sometimes. All right, last question. This one's funny. I'm going to read it exactly how he typed it. Hello, guy. I just want to ask if we can collect unemployment benefits from December 20 until New Year because that's the downtime. Let's let that sink in again. I'm going to read that again. Hello, guy. I just want to ask if we can collect unemployment benefits from December 20 until New Year because that's the downtime. So, no. Yeah. There's two problems with this. One, there's no downtime. Well, yeah. Well, that's the other one. You're a 1099. You're not an employee. You cannot collect unemployment benefits. And two, there is no downtime. I mean, there's slow times, but I mean,
there's always going to be a ride out there somewhere.
Yeah, this was in the national group. And in his defense, he definitely was an immigrant. So hence the hello guy. I just want.
That's when you got to, sit down and think about what strategy you're going to drive with. Change your strategy. If you know it's going to be slow, change it. Try driving different times.
That's so true. There's constant chatter in all the groups that say, Oh, I sent a message to Uber. My app's not working. I'm not getting any rides. Well, she was staying in the same spot for 4 hours. Like,
Right.
you're gonna have to move a little bit.
It's more than just going online on the app.
You know, I always, when I hear new drivers, I like to hear about, I like to think about what Cece did and how she actually did 2 days of research before she really started doing it. And that's not a bad thing to do. Get acquainted with the service, get acquainted with what it is you're doing.
What I definitely would do is, I would, what? Ben, I love you so much. I love these messages. That's a good way to communicate. Damn it, I forgot my train of thought. What were we just talking about?
I don't remember now.
What were we just talking about? We're terrible. Producer.
I blame Ben.
Do you know? You don't know what we're talking about either? I was doing the drawing. I know. Okay.
No, we don't get Uber Quest, Paula. Is Uber Quest
Our
still a
market
thing?
sucks.
Well, yeah, it does.
We don't get
no.
anything.
You know why? Because I think it's saturated. And crazy enough, Grand Rapids is a hard-working town. People want a hustle. They will hustle, and there's a lot of drivers here.
Oh, there's way too many drivers.
Right, the Quest. So we don't get those because they don't need to do it. They don't need to pay out the extra money. So why would they do it? Every once in a while, Lyft does one. I think I got one this week. If I did 15 rides from Monday to Thursday, I was
got
guaranteed
that same one.
105 or something like that.
Which, if
Do
you
it.
calculate it out here, I mean, you can go way over that easy.
Yeah. Yeah. So is this our third card? Oh my gosh. We got
real first, Alpha driver, how many, you have 6,000 trips in the LA market in 2 years. Is that full-time or part-time?
It's full-time. Do you even have
I
to
don't know.
ask?
I don't know. It's LA.
Hold on. Before we continue, let's get this winner out so we can start the next clock.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Our next winner is right here in Grand Rapids.
Woo-hoo!
She has been on the Facebook pages for quite some time.
I remembered what I needed
Drum
to say.
roll. Jamie Lynn Brooks, you are the next winner.
Yay.
Send us a message and we will get you a $25 Amazon gift card.
Tell her she cannot get the gift card until she comes on the podcast because I sent her a message. I sent her a message early this week. She had an experience with an accident with a passenger, and I wanted to chat with her about that. And there's another guy in our market too. But to go back to my point, I remembered you talked about Cece watching all those videos.
Right. Yep.
Join your local group and watch the chatter and find somebody that knows that you feel like is nice and reach out to them. Maybe they can mentor you a little bit. We're happy to help too. I mean, yeah,
we got that Telegram group.
Yeah, we do have that Telegram group.
In.
Yeah, that's true too. I'll have to share that in the comments, but we have a group. There's an app called Telegram. It's like WhatsApp, voice message back and forth, but we have a group in there specifically to ask questions. It hasn't been utilized much yet, but we'll share that after the live stream and people get notified.
I mean, that's how we all know each other,
right?
Pretty much.
Telegram.
And also remember that we do have a website, so grrideshare.com, and we do have a lot of content. We have some blogs going on there, and there's links to all our podcasts that we have done in the past where we talked about a lot of things such as insurance. We've talked about it's just a bunch of different topics. So
yeah, we do have a reward program too that no one's ever taken part of, and it's pretty cheap. You spend a little bit per month, and you have opportunity to contact us like at any time, and we'll take your phone call. And I think a lot of drivers that are on the chat tonight though are definitely professional drivers, and they don't need a lot of help. Seasoned. What is what's his name? Is he full time or part time?
Alpha is 40 to 50 hours per week.
So full,
and it does look like it sounds like that Alpha driver and Paula definitely know each other. And I think,
are you jealous?
I think no, I don't know.
Jesper's jealous.
I think there's a little bit of a game going on between Alpha and Paula here about tips. It sounds like Paula gets more tips.
I think girls get more tips in general. I used to wait tables.
That's because boys are stupid. Right?
We are. We're dumb. Well, even that that video of that creeper guy, I've gotten so much hate on YouTube about they saying, "Oh, the driver was a dick right from the get go." I'm like, no, I could see some situation going on, so I had my game face on. I'm typically not that stern, but I'm like, okay, I feel like I could see before they got in the car that something was going on, and I was like, my red flag was going off. So that's kind of why I was stern. That's why I didn't shake his hand. Right. People are like, why didn't you shake his hand? What a dick. And I'm like,
because it was an awkward situation.
Yeah, there was something.
Red flags.
There was something going on, and in Michigan and in Grand Rapids, which is crazy to me, is one of the most heavily trafficked sex slave, child trafficking, those kind of things. I know these girls weren't child, but that's what went off in my head. I'm like, something's not right. Something's feeling right. And you know what? A lot of the comments were saying, yeah, that guy bought those girls drink and they screwed them, or they didn't screw them, but they took them to the cleaners. I'm like, you know what? Maybe they did, but that's on them. I did what I felt was right. And
keep in mind, you don't see the whole video either.
Exactly.
So
you don't know what happened before. You don't know what happened after. Right. I will tell you, and I don't remember in the video because I haven't watched it in a while, but I do remember when I dropped them off. I did not drop them off at a house. I stopped in the end of the street, and maybe that was a protection for them.
Yeah.
But they definitely had me drop them off in the middle of the street, which I think I've only had someone do that. I mean, I obviously drop people off in the middle of the street all the time, but they told me to stop before I got to the address. So
I've had that happen too as well. I mean,
yeah,
but they put in the actual address.
Yeah, but maybe it was a BS address, and so they were just.
It could have been an address on their street. Wrong house.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, you don't always know going into when you see a video like that. So
Paula, we go on every other week. Paula is talking about possibly. She says she would love to do a hangout. We have talked about doing a virtual.
I think your mic's still on there, Ben. What is he laughing about? Is there a comment?
I have no idea.
No, I'm not. It's okay.
Okay. Anyways, every other week, just PM us as well.
Is this what what you're laughing at?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
I would love to have Paula on. I don't know technically how that works. And clearly I'm in the doghouse tonight for videos because I think I know what I did, but it doesn't help me now.
It's definitely something we're interested in doing. Though.
Heck we'd love to talk to people from other markets. I mean, GR is great and everything, but we want to know what's going on around the country, around the world. We have listeners in Sweden, Ontario, bunch in the UK. Sweden, interesting enough, Ben and I have a podcast together. We got quite a few listens from Sweden on that. They just like podcasting, apparently.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where the Denmark's at.
Yeah, I don't know. I tell you what, though, like my wife, she has not listened to 1 second of this podcast. Like if you're not interested in it, I get it. It's lame. So I want to know what Ben was laughing at.
I already know.
He's not. Just text it to me.
I was laughing at Jesper's comment. There was just something that you said about Paula. Like she could come over or something. It was just funny.
So one thing about Jesper is his English when he translates to English, sometimes it's super funny. We call him the Danish mumble mouth.
You guys are just jealous.
At 2 a.m. when Jesper's tired, I'm like, Jesper, you're going to have to repeat that message on Telegram. I played it 6 times and I got nothing.
You.
I mean, sometimes I can't get a word in it. Now, when we're face to face, I get 99.9% of it, but over Telegram.
I don't ever drive when I'm tired. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, right. Yeah, for sure.
All right, we're going to interrupt. We do have a question. I don't know if any of you guys have feedback on that while I announce the next drawing. For this third drawing, let's see.
It'll be number 4. We've already done 3.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, this is the last one.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Drawing number 4, our final drawing of the night. I would like to know, what is your favorite rideshare service to drive for? Is it Uber? Lyft?
Really?
Amazon Flex?
Yeah, I got a good one. What do you do other than Uber and Lyft?
Okay, fine.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Are we canceling that one?
Yes, cancel that one.
Okay, I was overruled. So the actual question is, what do you do other than rideshare drive? What is your career? You have 2 minutes to respond. It is 10:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I love Ben.
Please reply in the next 2 minutes.
He's awesome. He's like, let's do it. This is what happening. This is the rules. Okay, the question is that what you highlighted on the screen, Ben? Yes. Say, how come when you have a very high number in 5 stars rating with a very good average, for example, 200 5 stars, 11 4 stars, 3 3 stars, 2 2 stars, and 2 2, oh boy, rating is 4.03, okay, how come your average never go up and down with more 5 stars? It's
of the last 500 rides.
It's the last 500 rides, and I don't like the new way they're doing it. I don't like it at all. My rating never moves anymore. It used to move constantly, and I don't know.
I think the system's just so far behind, and that's why it's not moving.
Because I know when they upgraded the app, they took away a bunch of stars and everything. So I've been at a 4.9. Yeah, we should have asked their rating, Ben. That would have been a good one too.
Rating is 4.83.
No, I meant like for a question. Everyone who's on the live stream, I want to know your rating right now.
Well, we're not going to give you anything
even
for
if you don't have a rating.
I mean, I just want to know. But so whoever asked that question, I'm not sure who did. It's based on the 500. But I'll be honest with you, dude. Whoever asked that, I still don't understand it either. My rating should have moved quite a bit. It stays at.
I can tell you, Lyft seems a lot more accurate.
Do you know why? Like, I know I'm getting 5 stars, but it's not
changing.
Why is that? Do you know why?
Probably because it's just replacing another 5 star.
Okay, so that's what it was. So
because it's always your latest 500 ride. So
right,
if it's just replacing another one, who cares?
Yeah, I guess I don't like the new way. I like the old way better. I like to see the total number. I just don't like the. Yeah. I don't like the new thing. So
it is what it is.
Did everyone see our rideshare sign I made? I'm such a nerd. Look at the delay. look as we look at the screen. Yeah. So yeah, I had this made. I'm such a sucker. I saw it on Groupon, and it was like $23 to get a sign made, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And or that was the regular price, and it was on sale for $9.99. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I get in there, go buy it. It's $10 shipping.
Yeah, of course.
For this. I mean, this is just like there's nothing metal to it. I mean, if I sneezed on it, but
well, that's how they get you. You think you're getting a good deal, and then you get the shipping.
I need to. Oh. I don't know if the Groupon will like say the shipping, but I should have looked at that because.
I think it's free shipping on orders over a certain amount.
The thing is, you're just too easy.
Oh, that was loud.
Sorry. I blew everyone up.
Like you fall for every marketing scam out there, Jason.
I do not. I have bought stuff off Instagram ads. Instagram knows me so well. I have literally bought stuff off Instagram. So do we have the next winner, or are we still working? All right. What else do we got to talk about? Any other comments? You and Paula hooking up, exchanging numbers? No, I definitely will. I do want Paula on here. I don't know how.
We'll figure it out.
We've
later.
never had a remote guest because I know the audio can be a little sketch. Yep. And it's not always. I listen to a lot of podcasts. It's not always pleasurable to listen audio that sketches out. So.
Right. Well, we may choose to do a non-live stream version one first, where it's just like a test run. You know,
yeah, that's a good idea to see how that works.
I mean, and then we'll figure out. I mean, we're not professionals here, guys. We just do it.
Clearly, I'm so pissed about those. I mean, we're not professionals, but we're getting up there.
Oh yeah, we like to get the best result we can.
Right.
So.
Another question: what is your opinion on Uber's new rule? Oh boy. This is going to be awkward. What is your opinion on Uber's new rule that you can't broadcast video or post pictures of passengers? Hey, Ben, I can't see it when you click out of it, buddy. I recently started a YouTube channel with funny and interesting rides, but not sure I can continue it.
Just follow your state and, laws and regulations. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, so there's a couple of different levels that we're talking here. You initially have the dash cam. Let's take the broadcasting completely out of it right now. The dash cam, each state has different rules, like Nick said. Our state is a one
single.
Yeah, but I always say it wrong.
Single consent state.
One party consent state.
One party consent. So meaning if you were right too, yes.
As long as one person knows, it's okay.
Yeah. And that person is you, the driver.
Yep.
So it's fine. You don't have to put any signs up. Now, putting videos on YouTube is a gray area.
Right.
So what they're talking about broadcasting is a driver did a live stream on Twitch.
Yep.
There was no editing done whatsoever. So
it was just broadcasting what was going on.
So
in the
names,
car at that time.
addresses.
right. And everyone's going to say, well, what you guys do is about the same. You're just editing up a little bit. And you know what? You very well may be true. And we don't know what direction we're going to. We'd love some ideas. We're trying to Nick's storyboarding. I'm sure he's halfway done on a video that we're going to do. But we're going to try to make some of our own content. We're going to kind of stay away from those back cameras.
But possibly base it off stories of what has happened in our cars.
Really?
Did you rig that?
You rigged it.
Anyways, so to answer your question, you do what you think is right. There's definitely a gray area for that, but there's plenty of channels out there that do post it.
Right.
Honestly, I would kind of recommend blurring the faces out if you're going to do it. That's just my opinion. So go ahead, Jesper.
No, I was just gonna. I'm a little bit leery now about saying the things that Paula is saying, but a driver just got deactivated today in California for streaming his PAX audio and using the Uber app. So
live streaming it,
just the audio, yeah.
Okay, I think live does make a big difference.
Yes. Now, what she's following up saying is California is a two-party consent state, so that makes it a little bit different.
Yes. Yep.
But does it make it difference for YouTube?
No,
there's two separate columns. There's the dash cam and letting them know they're being recorded, and there's uploading it to YouTube.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know.
I know it's like I said, it's a gray area. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable with it, don't do it. I know it's fun.
It's way tying into the whole ethical aspect of it,
right?
Which is what makes it a gray area. So
yeah, I mean, here's I'm kind of leaning this way. If you get it in a car, the taco lady Maria, I'd post the heck out of that thing.
Heck yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you just have a fun video where girls are being silly or whatever, I mean, I don't know. I have less problem with the taco issue because it was an assault. It's like, hey, this person should be shamed. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Yes, we're not gonna. Jesper, we all kind of have different philosophies on the videos, but
we won't let Jesper get into it.
He's too busy talking.
No. Well, we do have our next winner.
Wait, I don't want you to announce this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. And I think
yes, you are.
Our buddy Jesper is going to announce this one. And no, this was not rigged.
Go ahead, Jesper. The winner of our final $25 Amazon card is
Paula. You won.
That was it. You should have been like, da, 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 da. What did Paula put on for? What did she put on for? You had something about her other job. It was horse trainer and a crypto miner.
Yep.
And a concert promoter.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, she does it all. Concert promotion, horse training, crypto mining.
I don't get that.
What don't you do, Paula?
Yeah, no kidding. All right, next question.
It's obviously a gig economist.
I love all these questions. Are you bringing these up or are people bringing them up?
People are commenting on the live stream.
Oh, I love it. Next question. If you do not know who makes a mess in your car after...
dash cam. Go back and review the footage.
Well, here's the thing. The dash cam is great if they're sitting in the center, but if they're in the back or if they're on the sides, that camera doesn't always pick it up. Now, if they're like... Although if they're retching, you would know because you would hear it.
You would see what they get in the car with.
I had a closet puker. Or a ninja puker, I mean. Closet puker. What the hell?
Well, I had the ninja puker that puked in her shirt.
That was
her
awesome.
Purse, yeah.
No, somebody had one that they did this. I think it was Jesper. Didn't you have one where she went in her shirt like that?
It wasn't.
I think that was mine.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
somebody went in the shirt. But I did have a ninja puker.
I wouldn't do it in that purse. Nothing came in the car at all.
Well, I definitely did have a ninja puker because I knew it was the Uber because the next ride I took was a Lyft, and the guy, I was an airport ride. It was 30 minutes. He didn't even smell it or anything, and it wasn't super terrible. But I knew who it was because I clearly knew that guy didn't throw up, and I ended my night after that long ride. So
I think, I mean, to go back to the question, what do you do if you don't know? I think I would go back and mention again what Nick always does, or at least always mention that he does. Whenever he's done with a trip, he stops the car and he checks his vehicle. I mean, and I think that's pretty important to do. You know, you turn all the light, but it's hard to do also if it's super busy and you know, if there's another ride has already been queued up.
Well, I think you get anxious too when it's super busy and you get another ride and it's like a 3.0
I don't
surge.
care. They can wait for the 5 seconds.
Well, they can wait, but I think subconsciously you think they're going to cancel. You know what I mean?
I'm guilty of it. I don't do it.
I don't do it all. I don't do third row. I will look where I can see from my driver's seat. But yeah,
now, if you have you know, kind of inkling, I guess is what would be the correct word, that someone may have puked or they were super drunk, get out and look.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. But I know that doesn't give you an answer, whoever asked that. But if you don't know who it is, you can't charge anybody. That's the bottom line. Don't be shady about it. Don't just be like, I think it was them, because their card's going to get charged, and it's not fair to them if it wasn't them.
I mean, this is kind of off topic, but I did have a rider claim that she left a laptop in my vehicle, and I had to go back on the dash cam and look, and sure enough, she grabbed the laptop out of my vehicle and put it on top of her cart. Well, she forgot she put it on top.
Oops.
And you could see it all on the dash cam too.
Perfect. So. Yeah, another reason to have a dash cam.
Yep.
The N2 Pro. Did I say it right?
Vantrue N2 Pro.
Did you see they came out with another mount?
No.
I follow them on
But
Facebook.
It doesn't shock me because I got that new one and it's still...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. So
no, my new one works well.
Well, actually, I haven't gotten the new one from you. I got the GPS mount.
Oh, I still have that one in my car. The new one.
Oh, I want it.
If you want it, yeah. So I think we're not about done, Ben or Jesper. Do you have anything from Paula?
No. I think she's. There's nothing there. Anyway, so Ben is mentioning and wanting us to get. Are you gonna just repeat all the winners again, Ben, or what?
Brad F., Larry Duncan, Jamie Lynn, and Uber Girl Paula. Yeah, this was fun. This was fun.
Thank you
In
so
fact,
much, guys.
yeah, we tried to do it on YouTube. It's so hard to communicate with people on YouTube. They have it locked down, and then it's just fun this way because people are online.
We should probably mention again to anybody who doesn't know, and this is not something we do every time.
No.
This is not a regular thing. This was just a competition we had as we were celebrating getting our 1,000 subscribers.
But if you want something free, go on and review us on iTunes.
Yeah, we'll get you a T-shirt. What's funny is we are having this contest for 1,000. We're almost at 2,000.
Yeah.
It's kind of been kind of nice, but this is what we do. We love the live stream. We love connecting with you guys. And
yeah, thank you guys so much for making us hit 1,000. I mean, that's the whole reason why we did this, and we appreciate it very much.
Right.
Thanks for your support.
Yeah, and if you join the Patreon, and I'll share that. I stopped pushing it because nobody was doing it, but that's basically what it is. It's level rewards. At $1, you get a certain amount, and it's just $1 per month, guys. It's not like it's huge, like $1. We charge 1-900 Uber chat, and we charge you $1.99 a minute. No. It's not like that, but that would be cool.
So, Paula, we do know the Hangouts app, and it's not the problem getting the Hangouts app. The problem is figuring out how do we get that together with the live stream feed at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the issue we're trying to figure out. But we'll figure it out. No problem at all.
We do have a way, and Ben looked it up at one point. We can put a Bluetooth connection in one of those mic holes.
Right.
And then when they call, it goes right through everything. So there's other ways around it. So
we'll figure it out, and we're certainly looking forward to having not just Paula, but also other people from other markets on the podcast. And the other thing we would like to encourage you guys to, even when it's not on the podcast, if you guys have questions you want us to discuss on the air and on the podcast, please feel free to email us at team@grrideshareadventures.com. and we will discuss those.
That brings up a good point, Jesper. Maybe we should start doing that a couple days before. We should get into the groups and say, hey, do you guys have questions you want us to talk about? And give us a couple days to do some research on it and stuff. But and then that's a really good idea, Jesper. You should start doing some content work with us too.
Did everyone get a hold of us, by the way, Ben?
Waiting on Jamie.
Okay.
Oh,
so Jamie, be sure to email us. I put the email in the YouTube comments.
I say we redraw.
No, we're not going to redraw.
Well, he gave him time limits, though.
Well, he gave him time limits not to respond, did he?
Yeah, I thought so.
No, he's not.
Pretty positive he did earlier.
He's all right. So
again, it's team@grrideshareadventures.com. It's also grrideshareadventures.com as the website, or you can get to it by grrideshare.com.
who's Jamie Albert? You sure it wasn't Jamie Albert, that one?
Nope, it's Uber Girl. She's commenting now.
No. I see Jamie Albert writes, guess I don't know the rules or whatever that is.
No, but who? Okay, let's get the winners one more time.
It was Jamie.
Jamie Lynn from GR or Jamie Albert?
Oh. Or wait, no, sorry. It was Uber Girl Paula.
No, we know that. Yeah. But, okay.
The other one. The other
Jamie.
Brad, Larry.
Uber Girl Paula and Jamie Lynn, right?
Yep. There's Jamie Lynn in Grand Rapids.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Brad and Larry and Paula.
Larry, he gets a t-shirt and $25. Awesome. Good for him.
All right, Uber Girl, please send us an email so we can get this card to you. Paula, we want you to have this card, but we need to see an email come through to us.
Right. We're going to send you a code. It's not actually a physical card. So then, I'm pretty sure everyone has an Amazon account. You can just apply that code to your account and get the $25. So I think we're good, Ben. If you want to kill the streams, thank you guys very much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Have a good night.
Thanks for joining.
We love you. We love Ben. I love our new little setup. Little Benny boy over there.
Look at him working hard.